I am so happy with how this looks for the Rangers. We have a pitcher, Jack Leiter, and he is a dude.
And while I do think his hitting is worse than Derek Jeter, it's not that far off.
You're not mentioning 2006. You can mention the other people, not 2006.
Oh, just because I bought the best soap doesn't mean your room's going to be clean. It just leaves it to where I don't believe that the Canadians had a shot.
I really don't like the Clippers just kind of sending it in when they're like,
Hi, this is Kelly Forbes with the Dallas Stars, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. First round's still going on. It's been great. We're going to talk about top 10 playoff performances so far. But the man that's rolling on the ice, skating on the ice, Austin.
You know, it's been a great playoff so far. I've been enjoying every second of it thus far, especially because my team is 3-2. Kevin's team's 3-2. We're in the same boat.
Yep.
We both play tonight as we're recording. And there's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, I have on this top 10 playoffs, I have a lot of Stars Wild. This is just the one I've been watching the most. I have yet to really watch the Lightning and Maple Leafs. I was out and I saw the Bruins game and I was like, oh, went into overtime. But then they changed it to the NBA to a spot where I couldn't see it. And I was like, dang it. And someone yelled, yes. I was like, okay. And then it looks like, and it was when the Panthers won in overtime.
Dang. It's a tough one to watch, Kevin.
Yeah. Tough one for you, not for him.
I guess not.
I just wanted to see what was happening. I was like, dang. But I'll start first. So I'm hoping you probably have more guys than me. It's going to be different lists. To me, Brock Faber has stood out to me at 10. He's the rookie defenseman. I think he was playing in college, and then they called him up. And he's been doing really well for this Wild. I keep hearing his name.
Yeah, that's fine. It's a little bit different route that I went down. He only plays like 14 minutes a night, but he has made a good impact for someone that isn't really expected to come in and perform. My number 10 is also in the series that you're mentioning, Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen has been a great player, 6 assists, no goals, but his impact on the game is felt every time he's on the ice.
Yeah, he's playing really well and really handling the power play. Yeah, I didn't have Miro on mine, but 9 for me is Sebastian Aho for the Hurricanes. I think he's done really well offensively, and I keep hearing his name whenever I check in on the Hurricanes games.
Yeah, Aho's played well. He's not on my list, so we're definitely going down different paths. My 9's Corey Perry. Corey Perry has 5 points in 5 games after only having 25 points over the entire season. He was not expected to play as well as he's played. He got 3 points in the first game that helped him get a win. He's gotten 2 points the rest of the series. But his impact, a guy from a fourth line offensive player to get 5 points in 5 games, I mean, you'll take that every time.
Yeah, I'm glad we're going different routes because I'm sure you've watched more of the other series than me, as I just have not. I've just been on this Stars grind, and that's why at number 8 I have Tyler Seguin. This is a guy who struggled with injuries, was called out by the front office or from the owner, and he's really filled in with Tyler for Joe Pavelski, scoring a lot of goals in different ways. I was reading an article about how he has 6 tip-ins this series, and combined, that's more than like from a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, 4 goals from Seguin this series is great. He has, that's more than most would have expected. He has 5 points in 5 games. He's been great. My number 8 is Evan Bouchard, the defenseman for the Oilers. He has 8 points in 5 games, 2 goals, 6 assists. He's been amazing. He's struggled a little bit on the defensive end, but he's made up for it. His plus minus is even at 0. And he's been He's 23 and he's playing amazing.
Yeah, I definitely have heard him when I check in. Another one is I'm going off points. He's leading the NHL in points right now, and that's Mitchell Marner from the Maple Leafs. But to me, I'm lower because they're struggling right now, or what I view as struggling. I'm not sure if they can close out the Lightning, so that's why he's my number 7.
Okay. My number 7 is Taylor Hall for Boston. He has 8 points in 5 games. And after his injuries during the year and kind of the downturn of his career since he won the Hart in 2018, he's another player that I didn't really anticipate him playing this well. He only had 36 points in 61 games during the regular season, but 8 points, like I said, 5 goals in 5 games. He has the most even strength goals in the playoffs with 5, or at least tied for it. And he's been amazing.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I have Taylor Hall a little bit higher, but for my 6, I have Ty Cartier. Is he I believe he's the undrafted Seattle Kraken rookie.
Uh, Let me look.
But he's leading the overall in playoff stats, the rookies in points, which is pretty good when you have Wyatt Johnson and Matty Beniers on there. And I think he's had some key goals against Colorado.
Yeah, he's actually only played in one playoff game, but he did score in that game. So it's kind of crazy that he has the same amount of points as Beniers and uh, had more playoff points than some other rookies in only one game, which is pretty impressive. My number 6 is Morgan Riley for Toronto. He's scored some very clutch goals for them. Uh, he's been much better defensively than he's notoriously been uh, earlier in his career. He has 7 points in 5 games. He's been really, really good. His plus minus is +7.
Man, that's good. My number 5, I don't think it's too much. I hope you have him on your list. It's Jake Ottinger. With the way he's been playing in goal, he's incredible, especially in game 3 with that incredible diving save. He really comes alive in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Ottinger, great goaltender. He has a 925 save percentage, and he's also my number 5. So we kind of draw the same thing out of the hat there at the same time.
All right, so I guess we can move on to 4. And it's the same guy from Stars. I just have a lot of Stars and Wild on here. But Rupe Hintz has really played incredible. He's pretty high up in points. And to me, I think he's really showing. To me, it's his speed that sticks out to me. I haven't watched. I was checking in on Stars every now and then, but he's just so fast. And to me, it's those game 2 in that touchdown with just how he quickly went on a breakaway.
Yeah, my number 4 is Mitch Marner. You mentioned him earlier. He's tied for the lead in the NHL right now in points. He's played amazing for a Toronto team that's finally trying to get over the hump, and we'll see if they're able to do it. He has 9 assists so far these playoffs.
Wow. My 3 is Taylor Hall. To me, I think I saw some of the plays he was making in the final game, and to me, he's really stepped up, and he's a former MVP. And I think he just kind of got lost in the shuffle, but he's really shown just how deep this Boston team is.
Yeah, Boston's had a lot of injuries. Their 2 top centers were out for the majority of the games. David Krejci, their second best center, and then Patrice Bergeron, number 1, and they're still up in the series. So Taylor Hall's been a big part of that. My number 3 is Leon Draisaitl. I know through the first 4 games of this series, Kevin, he was on the ice for every goal for the Oilers. Every goal. At least in the first 4 games. I don't know if that was the case for game 5, but I did hear that before game 5. Every single goal. Every goal. I can't comprehend that. I can't. So he has to be up here.
Yeah, he's actually my 2, Leon Draisaitl. He's just been incredible. He's made some key plays on the penalty kill defensively, but also offensively, as you mentioned. He's really playing incredible right now.
Yeah. My number 2 is Rope Hintz. Rope Hintz is leading the league in points as well, tied with Mitch Marner with 11. He has 4 goals, 11 assists, and what he's done without the center, who's obviously been hurt, Joe Pavelski, has been remarkable. He's been a playoff performer in the past, but not to this level. 11 points in 5 games is incredible, and his impact again is felt so much more on that line with Sagan and Robertson.
All right. My number one, I think it's gonna be might be a little bit shocking, but it's Gustafsson, the goalie from Minnesota. He's been incredible, so well. Have you seen the stat that just after when the calendar turned to 2023, he's one of the leaders in save percentage?
I did not know that.
And I think he's really stepped up. And to me, I believe I remember there was another goaltender when we were doing the expansion draft, but I don't remember hearing of Gustafsson, and he's just stepped onto the map and played incredible. He wasn't in that touchdown. The Stars did score 4 goals, but that was really on the Wild, in my opinion. And I think one was an empty netter, so it's 3 goals. He's really come alive, and we saw how Ottinger stepped up in the playoffs last year. I don't know if this means the same thing for Minnesota, how they may have found a great goaltender for the future.
Yeah, I also went with the goaltender here, but it was not Gustafsson. He's not on my list, unfortunately, but the best player, and for me, it's no question, Akira Schmid. Do you know who Akira Schmid is?
Yes, Carolina.
No.
Devils. Sorry, I got him
Yes.
flipped. I've heard about him, and I believe ever since he's gone on, the Devils have flipped the switch.
Yes. In the first 2 games, Devils 0-2. Last 3, 3-0. Akira Schmid started all 3 of those games. Kevin, in 3 games, he's allowed 2 goals. His save percentage is .976. His goal against average is .63. I don't know what to say. He's been jaw dropping watching the majority of that series because I wanted the Devils to come back. I had them going to the Eastern Conference Final. I need them, and Schmidt has been my savior. He's been that guy to come through when I need it, and I'm riding the coattails so that my prediction can be correct.
Yeah, I've heard him. Yeah, but yeah, that's a good one. So we both went goaltender, and neither of them are on the other person's list. But yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, it's just incredible. Both young goaltenders.
Yeah. Goaltenders that you wouldn't expect. Goaltenders that haven't even started all the games for their team during the playoffs. Most goaltenders stay in net for all the games because this is where you don't really rest unless you're up 3-0. But they brought these guys in and they realized that they have something special, and it's really, really worked out.
Yeah, and I do think it is hindsight's 2020, but I do think not playing Gustafsson in Game 2 is gonna bother Lightning fans.
And again, for the Devils, if they end up somehow losing it, or not, I'm not going to say somehow. If they were down 0-2, they're up 3-2. If they do end up losing this series, not starting Schmid the first 2 games, or at least one of those first 2 games, could hurt as well.
Yeah, that's a very good point. But yeah, so let us know what you think of the top 10 playoff performers. Did we forget anyone? Let us know. Hit us up on our socials, OO_podcast20 on Instagram, OO_podcast on Twitter. That's all we got. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.